here we go. We're going to go back into this traditional. We're at 1 loss. It was a bad deck. This may, in fact, end after 2 matches with the way this deck looked to me anyway. That's all right, I guess. Just having trouble. There's not a great win condition here. We're just trying to value you out, basically, which is not a great way to go. But, you know. We are playing this for the life gain on the aerialist, by the way. ETB tapped Forest on the possibility of giving a 1/1 counter to the aerialist. So that's what that's about anyway. We play Gift on that theory as well, but we're not ramping to anything of relevance. Oh yeah, sorry, let me get out of the scene. I'm going to go to the gameplay scene anyway. I didn't like it, though, Reset Press. It was too Uncanny Valley to limited. It was like, this is kind of limited-like, except I didn't pick this deck. I didn't draft this deck. I didn't build this deck out of a sealed pool. So. Oh, is that what we had? Like, Woodland Champ has one thing that does, that creates a counter, I think. But what will we put in instead, I think was always the question here. We could do another Soul Salvage. We're on 13 creatures. I think something... What triggered the champ? Doesn't something trigger the champ? Maybe not. Maybe it's literal 0. In which case we could swap it out for... another Splinters or a salvage. Another salvage. We already have 1 Splinters, and we don't have a lot of... The trouble is we don't have a lot of... We have Skeleton, but it's like the only thing that combos with Splinters happily. I don't know if I use the the code. No, if someone wants to paste it, I can copy and we can do that. I explained the red land. It's a life gain for Aerialist. Well, this is best of 3. I'm going to start with the more generic Soul Salvage. If we feel our opponent is playing enchantment-based removal, we'll bring in a second Splinters. That code worked for me this morning, so maybe people got mad and they made it work again. Ta-da. There you go. The code gives you a booster. That's funny. Classic Wizards. Maybe just classic video game industry or classic industry, but it's like, all right, let's do this code thing, and what we're going to do is make the code only active during the event, and that'll make people join us for the event, and since they have to use the code while the event is going on, then they try that, whole world gets mad at them. Okay, we're going to walk back our only at event, you know. We made a bunch of unhappy people, and so we're going to totally retract that and do it differently this time. Well, we found a forest, but it'd be greedy to keep this hoping for the aerialist, so we're just going to play it. Oh boy, we got an elemental curve out coming. Prepare yourselves for Island Risen Reef. We could go Druid or Fang here. I'm going to go Druid because then we get Druid and Fang next turn. You got it, Reset Press. We all became cucumber monkeys when we found out other people got stuff over the weekend that we didn't. And we threw cucumbers at wizards until they gave us grapes, damn it. That's what we do. Well, I'm going to block because our worst case is we trade Leafkin Druid for a 1-for-1 for a combat trick, and we have another Druid, and we can still kind of curve out, so it's okay. Looks like it was safe. Do I ever wonder what we could accomplish if we use these powers for good? No, I don't like to distract myself with wild fantasies. And yeah, we'll double spell here. We grow a few things. I wouldn't call it a full-on garden, but my daughter took botany last year and kind of got into that, and my wife has been getting back in touch with her gardening. She's more non-vegetable garden, though. She's more gardening plants and flowers. But we have tomatoes growing, for example. Well, we get to drop a Feral Abomination, and then actually kind of start going to town on Sorcerer with all this mana. Nice, $50 automated watering system. Did you design it yourself, or is this like you got a $50 IKEA build-it kit or whatever? Well, soul salvage, you say? How does that change anything for us? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9, so we can season and sorcerer. So we might as well start there. And then I guess Abomination, and if they want to trade Cat and Courser for the Abomination, that's fine, because we get to salvage it back. This is why Abomination was never kind of like in Dominaria, you never were super happy to play it. But this would come up a lot, where basically they needed a 2-for-1 to take it out. So it creates... It's 6 mana, though, so you expect a lot from it, but it does generate some 2-for-1s. Does it matter? Oh, right, because of quantity of creatures. It still doesn't matter, though. It just means we can't play Season of Growth, but that's not a big loss. We'll just pass. That's cool, Nantuko. I appreciate your ingenuity. All right, that's about as weak as a Scorcher can get, so that's pretty good for us right now. We just don't want to see anything like Chandra to make those bigger or something. All right, now we get Growth plus Raptor. Takes us off Sorcerer for a turn, but I think that's worth it. could soul salvage, but we're not gonna, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use lands for this. Ooh, yeah, we will keep a rabid bite on top. Yes, thank you, please. What does that represent? Is there a go wide pump in red and green that's instant? Feels like this is... What is it? Oh, it could be that 2 to everything. What if it's that 2 to everything and we block a bunch and then... Yeah, it could be a raptor, just a pump spell on... Yeah, Overcome is a sorcery. I think I'm going to give him... I'm even going to give him the Sorcerer, because we can give it... Then we get something to soul salvage. I'm going to do it like this. If they have the 2 to everything, it's real quite a play, but I'm... it was that. All right. Well, we had soul salvage, which is why I was willing to do it. So we get a bunch back. I was playing around Might of the Masses and not the Sweep, but really, I even named the card and still didn't play around it. That's pretty bad, but I think we're fine. We just get Abomination and Sorcerer. We're going to be pretty happy with where we end up, I think. I should have just given him the Sorcerer and not the mana dudes. But they weren't actually doing that much anymore, so again, not the worst. Here we're going to attack. Because I want to play the Abomination. Well, I guess we're going to Blade Brand instead. I've been facing this 3 times a day, it feels like. Well, almost any part of our deck, any draw is decent because if we draw a land, we get Abomination, Rabid Bite. And if we don't, we get Action, Rabid Bite. Yeah, so that's fine. Put that down to the bottom. Auto tap. Mistakes were made. This is probably good. I'm expecting if Oppo is... Oh, they're gonna do that, huh? Oh, we are... It's on. It's on, sir. Or it's on, Oppo. Just the Crasher. We could do just, you know, Fathom Fleet plus Skelly, but I just want to get the Abomination down now. Yeah, it will do it. I won't need to this time. It only screws you on the auto tap when you're drawing cards. Oh, wow. Yeah, no, never mind. I'm totally wrong. Let's do that. It always keeps the... That's weird that it would prioritize... So it prioritizes dual lands of spells you don't have in hand over spells you do have in hand. Wow. No, it definitely only looks in your hand, or else if it looked in the deck, it wouldn't have saved that red, right? Disfigure is going to be a great combat trick for us now because they're going to try and double block the Abomination, but the Disfigure is going to make it a 1-mana 2-for-1. 3, you know, yeah. It's going to be quite good depending on their play here, of course. Yeah, usually you can find the reason the auto tap is doing it the way it does it, but it doesn't always make it the best. Let's see, 7. Unfortunately, we cannot attack with the Crasher because the Vorse Claw eats it even in the context of Disfigure. But we do get to send in Abomination and Skeleton, and if they try to eat up the Skeleton with one of their bigger things, we get to Cutthroat it. And if they want to trade 1-for-1 Vorse Claw for Abomination, we can accept that fate as well, I suppose. Not much else to be done about it. Oh, on me. So they want to race. That's okay. They can't really attack. If they attack with a Spitter, we'll disfigure that. And we can actually, like, we can take the... It's possible I should just play this as a Hill Giant here. But I feel like they are going to have to do some blocking on the way back here. Aha! Fights, and it's gonna have how many? 5? That's pretty good. We can shrink it. Let's see what they try and do with it first. Alright, so the 5-6 becomes a 3-4, which trades. We can 2-for-1 ourselves, and we kill the Hydra. But then we lose out, we take serious damage on the Crackback. I can blow them out? How am I blowing them out here? I think actually we do have to make this happen though. Or we just lose. Didn't have to do it right then, but not sure what waiting gets us. They have no cards, no, like, it's not going to change any of their decisions. That was not the card we needed. But we're also not dead yet, as they say. Bladebrand is a keepable card. Do I feel happy? feeling good today. What I will probably, I have a bunch of card orders, so after we get off stream here, I'm going to fill my card orders and take my daily walk down to the corner post office store shipping place where I have a P.O. box. Walk the dog and ship some cards. If you want to see what cards I have around, you can check on my store. Just when you think, you know, just when you think. Well, we could attack, but then we lose a blocker back, so really we're just no attacks, and we need to find something for the dragon up in the air here. Soul Salvage gives us a chump, which makes us not dead, so I guess we do that. Does this gain us life? It doesn't gain us life. It still may be the answer. I guess we'll take Sorcerer over the Thicket, but Thicket's just bigger. We'll take the bigger thing. I don't think we're going to get there on Sorcerer activations, so I'll take the bigger thing. And let's see, what do we have left for it? We do have a Murder in the deck. We have a Rabid Bite in the deck. We have a Bone Splinters in the deck. We have an Aerialist that would give us another chump. We have Blood for Bones that would give us another chump. So really we have one... Oh, I'm looking away and... Oh, I didn't see the Smuggler. Yeah, we're dead. All right, I'm counting my outs while Oppo is making them all moot. All right. Here we are on the verge of O2 done for. But again, I didn't really like this deck, so I'm not surprised. And we could try like bringing in Pyromancer as it looked like it took down a fair number of what they were doing. We did a Pyromancer on a Gift Splash. Didn't see them using much in the way of pacifism, tap down type effects. Probably never, Nantuko. Yeah, that was a long game, or at least the way I play, I think, but what if we do... Gift... Weaponsmith deck got 5 wins, which was above par. Thought that was pretty decent. Yeah, we could take Heartpiercer Bow. It's not great just on its lonesome, though. Unless we really saw a lot of 1 toughness, which I'm not recalling now. Ugh. It's the worst. All right, I'm gonna try this. the bow does the damage. If the creature dealt the damage, I would absolutely do it because we have the blade brands and the death toucher or whatever, but it's the bow, unfortunately. Oppo has mulliganed. We have a turn 3 Crasher. If our druid goes unmolested, we'll see if that comes to pass. Yeah, bow is still solid with cutthroats. We have 1 in this deck. Go, 3-mana Trampler. Turn 3 Trampler, really. Alright. Air Force in. Shock. Aha! A thick crasher of your own, you say? We got Blade Brand and Thief. We could actually kind of like Bone Splinters, the Thicket Crasher with the Leafkin Druid. And so I go like this, play the Thief. Play the Splinters. Like this. I want to keep the pressure up here. This does it. And then Blade Brand Thief next turn is really nice. Although it looks like at this point they'll just block with the Wolf, so we don't even really need the Blade Brand on the Thief, but and we 2-for-1 ourselves to do it, but with a card that was losing its value to us. Well, now we're kind of trading off our ground stuff, but I still like just keeping the pressure on. Oh, you want to race? That's great. That just gives us a chance to find removal to punish them for not having enough blockers. See ya, Warmongandar. Warmongandar. We got our splash card. And what can we do with it that matters here? If we take out the healer, it requires their full card. I guess we take out the healer. We play Chandra, and then well, we could also plus and give this 6 power. Well, it's going to draw some of our fire. Like, it's doing something in that if it weren't here and we could kill one of these, then they'd be in serious trouble. I'm gonna go.
So much to do, so much to see. I'm fired up.
I'm gonna kill a blocker here. Kind of want to leave the Raptor back almost and see about defending Chandra. But I think I send in both of these, because either now they need to pile up to take out the Crasher, or the Thief gets to live to fight another day. But I'm going to leave the First Striker back here. What kind of... Let's see. We did see... Do we see any pump? Maybe I should just be racing. Send in this and don't worry about Chandra. Yeah, forget it. Chandra, you were an expensive shock and some life gain. I'm going to keep the pressure on. Because they have a choice here. Either they deal with the thief or they effectively... Yeah, so this is okay. This is okay. They have enough now to take out Chandra with the remaining 3, but they have to attack with them, and we're like, that's fine with us. Trailblazer would be good if they found it here and played it, sure. Perfect. Blade Brand is going to get that dragon almost for sure. If they have the discipline to not fall for the Blade Brand, they're better than I am. I'm going to put this on the mountain, actually. I'm going to send both. If they just want to trade Dragon for the Crasher, that's also fine, but I think they might think that what I'm hoping is that they go for the Crasher, when in fact we have the Blade Brand trick at the ready. This is us finishing up a draft we started last week. Yeah, if they wanted to block Thicket, that would be fine for us too then. We have a Raptor in the air and we still have our Blade Brand, so that wouldn't have been the worst if they'd done that. I'm going to play this since it's not looking like they're going to make us discard anything. Come on. Tough to beat that. We do have a Abomination, though, that looks like it'll trade with probably the Hydra at some point here. Yeah, it really bugs me about their arguments. Same thing on, like, various, you know... Well... They'll go on about what percentage of the play on the system is best of one. It's like, well, yeah, because that's what you promote. That's what you put at the top of the UI. In case we blood for bones, we want to have mana available to do everything. But could probably hold it. I also just think it's not going to change their decisions. All of our life gain has been played, but we do have a flyer now. See if that can get there. Do we want to attack? Let's see. If we attack with the Abomination, they have a double block here. I'm going to make them have something for the Aerialist, I think. Because if we attack with the Abomination, they block, and then it's just 4-3 versus 5-6, and what have we accomplished? So let's see if this gets there in 2 attacks. No, best of 3 does not have poorer prize support. It has steeper prize support, so more goes to the winners. It's best of 1 has a pretty flat payout, and best of 3 is a little steeper. Better for the better players, worse for the worst players. All right, that's not an answer to an aerialist. So currently, this is our game. Interesting attack. I'm just going to take it, though. Also, just a 4/4 for 5. Really kind of sad. So yeah, do we attack with other things? Let's see. We could attack with this, and it's the same thing. We just want to see. We're gonna try and get this aerialist to the finish line. All right, picked up game 2. Let's see if we can find the match. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm going to send this back. They did have the Scorcher that maybe justified a bow consideration, but not much else. The Pup, Scorcher. I don't think I want Mind Rot. It's too dead late. Nothing more depressing than drawing a Mind Rot on 13 or whatever. What does this mean? Somebody who knows coding, tell me what Oppo's name means. Maybe while they're, oh, I was gonna go get a beverage. We're close to done anyway, though. Opponent goes first. We're going to keep this. We just need some green and everything gets turned on. And any land gets us a thief on 3. So I'm going to play that. We're going to keep it. No green yet. Give us any land. I'll even take the tap land at this point. Just give us a land, please. We took our chances, and now, well, we're going to end our stream on time. This is why discarding the hand size sucks. I was already losing this game. There's no reason to make me really disappointed by also having to discard. Yeah, we can try reanimating it. Okay, well, just in time to give us false hope, I suppose. Shock Machine over here is going to make Thief not look very great. I guess we can take Leafkin Druid to try and do a reanimation play that then may figure out how to get something on board that can get Chandra. Gotta play the Druid. At least it survives, you know? Listen to all you young parents of young children talking about how oppressive best of 3 is for your situation over best of 1. When I had 2 kids in diapers, the only thing available to me was Magic Online, which had no leagues at the time. So my only option was to set aside three and a half hours with 2 kids in diapers to successfully complete a Magic Online event. So think about that reality. That was rough. Okay, now we're gonna just play a 5-drop here. I'm kind of in waiting to die mode. I shouldn't be. I guess we should figure out how we could possibly win here, but Chandra ticking up with no real way to attack through is big trouble. If for some reason these are all blanks, let's say they have 4 lands here, then we might have a chance because we can murder the spider and attack Chandra. I do think, Stratic, that all limited should be ranked, and that's just what they should say. I've talked about this pretty extensively. One of the big problems with making traditional... Right now, ranked play is slightly impacted in matchmaking by rank. Okay, because it is... And traditional, which is not affected by rank, only matchmakes based on record. So if you wanted to make this structure best of 3, care about rank, you should also have it look at rank in the matchmaking the same way best of 1 does. That's one of my big issues, is that I really want best of 3 in my life, but I really want more than anything, I want best of 3 no rank matchmaking. I want record-based matchmaking, and so I don't want them to do anything that forces them to take that away. I'll say that much. Okay, can we do anything here? Can we win at all? Do we have any chance at all? What did they go with? Did they minus for mana? Or did they kill something? What happened? What did I miss? What did they do that for? Yeah, Scorpion and Murder seems like our option here. And I'm going to do this pre-combat. And then I'm going to attack Epicure into Chandra in hopes that they double block. It's one of our only chances here. And I put the Scorpion out first, maybe thinking, oh, well, they played all their plays for the turn and they're done. Oh, they shocked my face. That's really interesting. All right, they're just going chump there. That makes sense. Scorpion's going to draw out a Chandra minus. Got Bone Splinters. What can we do here? Let's see. I'll find a way to win this game. We can do it. Yep, expected that. Expected them to attack with something. Then we can murder what they leave behind. Splinter the other thing, and then get Chandra if they don't add to their board, which is a tall ask, but... No blocking here. The other we could try the murder play again. Let's see what they do, of course. They're going to play the Hydra, and it's not going to matter. Okay, they're leaving all their mana. Alright, we're going to murder the spider. Because it's a pretty good murder target anyway. Get some land. And actually with that, I'm also pretty comfortable splintering the wolf here. Although maybe we don't even need, like, we can just attack and either they chump the wolf or not. Actually, I'm going to do that. They can just... They can choose wolf or Chandra here. Unfortunately, we don't have our aerialist to swoop in and
Been doused.
get big off of these two, but we do get some life here. Looks like they've got instant speed action. Maybe that should concern us, but if we do this, we don't get Thief this turn. Does that matter to us? I think we're going to go Thief instead. I think they got like Shock or something, maybe. Nah, if they had Shock, this would be dead, because they would have combined Shock with Chandra. So, you like Blood for Bones? What are we doing? We want to get back our Abomination? It's alright, but they have a double block on that. I'm going to go with Thief. Oh yeah, I guess I could have. That's alright. Why did my math look wrong? Thought I did the math. Just did math wrong. I even looked at the druid. It's not like I forgot I had the druid. Just bad math. Alright, so they have the ambusher, which is fine. Happy we kept the splinters. Madman Quail, happy about hanging on to the splinters, because now we have a reason. Although, unfortunately, they're going to get an extra 2-2 out of this. That sucks. I'm going to have to... Ooh, what can we do with that? Let's see. We get Bone Splinters Chandra, so we can get kill and then kill one of the wolves, and that's 5 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we spend 3, we get 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can't do... I think I did the math right now. We can't do it all, but we can do Chandra plus Bone Splinters, so I think we should do that.
I need to be free.
I'm gonna save it with Pump now? I'd be okay with that. Little less okay with that.
Hold on.
Nice play, Oppo. That's pretty backbreaking, actually. Very clever. There was all at instant speed. All with Chandra on the stack. Ambusher reappears on the battlefield. Actually, might have to do it like this way, this way. Eat a 3/3 so that next turn we can eat a 4/4. Anything we can do here? Let's see. We got Abomination and Scorp, but then Dead to the air, and we don't quite have enough. We can survive in the air for one turn at least. So let's do that. We'll do what we can. Are we totally done for? Maybe so. I'm playing it out. Yeah, we're done. All right. Well, sometimes we owe 2. Never really happy with this deck anyway, so kind of justice that we didn't get there on this one, and Oppo had a very sweet play with the Return of the Wolf. We had a chance there, but that just blew us out. All right. Well, I'm going to go sell some magic cards and lick my wounds. Had a decent 5-win run on the other account, but that was pretty sad. Open some packs, though. Maybe find some mythics to make us happy. None yet. Actually, I gotta go get my kids their learning permits today. The driving lessons have begun. And I gotta start teaching my kids how to be safe on the road. Zero mythics. All right. Well, thanks for hanging. It's gone better for us, but still had some fun today.